Hey everybody, today I'll be going over WGU, the Western Governors University, and if you're interested in getting a master's in cybersecurity, I'll be talking about their program. Being a student, I can kind of speak on some of this stuff. So first thing you want to do is go to their website. Here, they'll ask you to fill out a form. Once you fill out a form, somebody will get in contact with you and try to figure out what your interests are. We'll go ahead and click out of that. This is for the Master's in Cybersecurity and Information Assurance. So if you currently have a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity or information technology, anything I think STEM might be applicable. And as long as you receive that master's degree, or I'm sorry, as long as you receive the bachelor's degree within 5 years of applying to WGU, it should be valid. Now, if it's outside of the 5 years, that's where I recommend you go when you talk to WGU and you kind of figure out what are your options there. But if it's within 5 years, if you haven't achieved that degree, that they may be able to bring you into the Masters in Cybersecurity and Information Assurance program. So I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down a little bit here. And so the Masters in Cybersecurity, Information Assurance, you'll need to expand your toolkit to better protect data. It's aligned with the NICE framework, the NSA Center of Academic Excellency, and CISSP Common Body of Knowledge, CBK. So they've kind of baked all of this into their course. So here are some of the certifications that you will achieve as you go through the course. And if you achieve all of these prior to doing the course, then what you can do is utilize these certifications to substitute the courses you would have taken to prepare you for the certifications, and most likely you would have had to take some type of multiple choice test at the end of the course. Well, you don't have to do any of that. So if you get all of these, um, you don't have to take those courses, right? That's the best part of Western Governors University is that you can substitute courses with certifications. Of course, you can't do the whole program, but you can do up to half of the program. And that's cost savings to the student because otherwise you'd have to pay for a whole program that would take 1 to 2 years to complete. Well, you can complete it in half that time, right? With half the cost. All right, so let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit here. How long does it take to complete the program? It says that most graduates finish within 18 months. I can tell you right now that you cut that in half if you finish half the degree program by substituting it with certifications. So you can take that 18 months and divide it by two, you got like 8 months, right? Or 9 months, almost 9 months. So not too bad, right? And the tuition. So it's going to cost you $4,555. I feel like that's gone down since I last applied. They actually brought down tuition at WGU, right? Like, can you believe that? Because most colleges are increasing it. WGU has decreased it compared to last year. So I actually paid more to sign up recently sign up than what you would be paying now. That's insane to me. That's so insane. Certification for this program, 5 of them. But if you get them beforehand, you're good, right? Now, do you have to get these exact ones? No. So instead of getting Pen Test Plus, you get CEH, right? Instead of getting the CISA plus, instead of getting the CC in cybersecurity, you can get the SEC Plus. Now, what I recommend you do is reach out to WGU if you have certifications, see which ones will substitute these courses and which ones will not, right? A CAS Plus and a CISSP, great. A CISP and a CISM, those are two different certifications. They look at them differently. So you cannot substitute a CISSP with a CISM in the program. I tried to do it, it did not work. I had to take the CISM and pass it. I'm also a CISP holder. So that's something to take into consideration. If you can get these certifications before you start the program, you've just cut the program in half. You've just saved yourself some money. A lot of people don't know that, but that's the way it is. All right, so you have 10 courses. Again, You finish, you get those certifications, you have 5 courses, right? Cuts it in half, right? Now, if you have less than 5, let's say you have 4, okay, well now you have 6 courses, right? You could do the math, figure it out that way. Each course is about 3 or 4 units. Now, you won't see the 3 units probably towards the end of the degree, but most of them are about 4 units. And you're required to be full-time each semester. So each semester is 6 months long. All right. So you have a semester 6 months long. You're taking full-time 3 to probably 4 courses. So that means each course should take you about 2 months to complete. So you can complete all 3 of those within a 6-month period. All right. So that's how it works at WGU. One semester is 6 months long. It's not 4 months like a traditional school. And you do each individual course. So let's go ahead and go down. You have these different domains that you're going to be learning about. Um, your the last thing you do is your capstone, which is going to be a very long paper, and it's going to integrate a lot of the skills that you've learned throughout the program. All right, and you can provide a guide. So let's click on here and see what this guide says here. I've never looked at this, but let's see. All right, so here it gives you some information on the degree plan, orientation. You have to complete it before you start, of course. Transferring from other colleges, the guidelines for that. If you want to look into that, like I said, it's like 5 years, but if it's been outside of 5 years, let's say you got your bachelor's degree like 6 years ago, I'd say talk to their counselors and kind of figure out how they can work with you. All right, you must do at least 12 units within a term, right? Your courses, learning materials. Here are the actual courses that you're going to be taking. Right now, currently in the, let's see, what should I do right now? Secure, no, not that one. So, secure network design. Secure network design. That's the one I'm currently in right now. Some of these you could substitute with certification, some of you can't. You can't substitute the cloud one. So let's say you have an Azure certification, or you have an AWS certification. You cannot transfer, you cannot substitute that with the cloud course. Some of these courses you have to take them, and some of them you can substitute them, right? Let's go ahead and go down here. Secure network design. So I think this is pretty accurate as far as how your courses are going to be structured in a way. I'm currently in secure network design, but like penetration testing and cloud security, those were substituted, right? I believe security operations was substituted. Cybersecurity architecture and engineering was substituted, and so just need to focus on management, graduate capstone, the secure network design, and cloud security. All right. Here to tell you a little bit about the courses, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right, and you got capstone project, which I know is going to be a very long paper. This will help you. Now, I think a master's degree is kind of like extra because most people have bachelor's degrees. And so if you get a master's degree, it really just helps you stand out from the rest. Um, is it required? No. But if you're gonna get it, I'd say get it from WGU because it's the cheapest option. I don't believe in, I don't see how people get themselves into debt for an Ivy League college and just to receive like a master's degree. I mean, why do that? Literally, the cost of this is like 5,000 a 6-month semester, and if you really like double down, you could complete it within 1 year, right? and that costs you anywhere between like eight to I'd say maybe 9 to 10,000 compared to like an Ivy League where, you know, just the yearly cost, the yearly fees may cost that much. Not that doesn't even consider how much you're going to be paying for your actual courses. You're easily going to get into the 30s, 40s, and $50,000 range. That's insane to me. That interest is going to be insane. So anyhow, um, earning potential. Yeah, you get this degree and you could ask for a raise 100%. Your schedule. So you have to complete these, but you don't have to like sign into a course. It's all online. It's all online, right? Some of the certifications you're going to be achieving and the vendors right here. They will actually provide you the vouchers, but that's if you actually have to take the courses. Again, this is where you do your cost benefit analysis because CISM cost about $600 to $650 to take, right? And for your yearly fee, or you could decide I'm going to take the course with WGU and I'm not going to pay that much. I may save some money by going to WGU rather than having to pay for that out of pocket because they'll provide the course and the material. That's 100% on you. You know, I like to save time. So I'm not gonna take a course at WGU if I don't have to. If I just do the certification, I'll double down on it. I'll take the certification. I'll save myself time and stress that school usually puts on you through pressure. You have to complete this course and pass it, and that could affect your GPA. Or if I take certification and fail it, that's completely fine. I could retake it, you know, X amount of weeks or X amount of months later. No loss, no foul, right? But with school, it's going to affect your GPA. It may affect your ability to get into other colleges. It doesn't really look that great if somebody asks for your GPA, and I don't think most employers really care. But if they did, well, it might affect it. So average cost $19,000 if you do it in 2 years, right? But if you split that in half because you complete those certifications before that, I think the cost of taking these certifications may cost anywhere between, I'd say at the most, maybe 5 grand for all those. So then I'd say this would cost you maybe, let's split this in half. So it takes you 1 year, right? 10,000, right? Or it takes you one semester because you're super insane. And there's people who have completed it in one semester, which is 6 months, 4,900, right? 1 year, 9,000. Year and a half, 14,000. I feel like most people will probably be in this bucket because most people won't be able to achieve all of these. To be honest with you, these are hard. So most people might be in the $14,000 range, not the $19,000 range. It's a lot of money, so I'd say talk to your employer, see if they'll cover it. Apply for scholarships, see if you apply it, see if you're eligible for FAFSA. If you're a veteran, use the GI Bill, but don't jump straight into this program being like, okay, like I'm gonna just pay all this money because you really got to do the cost benefit analysis here. If you have an employer just starting off, hey employer, can spare $4,900 for 6 months for me to attend WGU? Attend it. You got to remember there's like this policy they have where after attending one semester, you only have so many months before you can like take a break. I guess you can take like a break and then you have to go back to school. It's only a few months. So you have to work with them, kind of map that out, right? If that's something you plan to do. FAFSA, if you're eligible, they do they do have scholarships. Now I didn't look into the scholarships because in order to even apply for their scholarships, you have to apply for FAFSA. And I just wasn't interested in doing that. But if you're interested in doing that, then totally do it. Um, here's WGU, and definitely you could apply for. They have tons of scholarships, so good luck on that. All right, so you start your coursework, assessments, and then either you pass the assessments or you don't, and you have to review the coursework. And they have some rules on that as well. Let's see. Most colleges costs about 30,000. I would say that's probably a lot higher. WGU is only 22,000. If you're actually if it takes you 2 years, again, you cut that in half, it costs you 10,000 if you could get those certifications. Let's see here. So yeah, the demand for cybersecurity analysts is it's increasing, that's for sure. And here's some job titles, industries that are hiring, and major employers, right? And so if you even work for some of these, again, ask them if they will sponsor and pay for it, right? And some of the WGU holders work for these. Go on LinkedIn. There's tons of people who went to WGU. It is an online college. Some people like the brick and mortar ones more, but I don't see anything wrong with online, especially if it saves you money. In this economy, most people want to save money, right? All right, and you could talk to the counselor. So I would say, if you just finished your bachelor's, you're interested in WG's program, reach out, talk to them. I'm a huge fan of WGU. Now that I'm going to it, it's an amazing college. And I think that if you're thinking about doing it later down the road, you know, it's definitely going to benefit you in many ways, both financially and then, of course, um, in your career progression. But if you're currently, finished with your bachelor's and maybe you have some of these certifications already, okay, so you already have some of these, and you're thinking, oh, well, I was going to get the Penn Plus, then I was going to get the CAS Plus. Look, if you do that, you just substitute two courses. Like, okay, good, you did great. Go get your CISM next. Then substitute that course that you would have had to take to prepare you for the CISM. Get what I'm saying? Like, and then you just saved yourself money there. Um, Again, once you start getting like CISM, CISSP, it's very easy to get a job in cybersecurity because in order to get the certifications, you have to have experience in information technology, preferably in the cybersecurity domains. That's what you absolutely need. But um, IT is just one of those fields where you can be a sysadmin and you can be doing a whole lot of cybersecurity. You could be a network admin doing a whole lot of cybersecurity, more in some cases than the cybersecurity analyst. It's 100% possible. So anyhow, I just wanted to walk you through WGU's um, program here and just talk about my experience with it so far. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop in the chat. Thank you for watching this video. Denny out.